So, have you ever found yourself worried about losing power, not having any backup, or maybe you're camping or hiking and you want to have that extra bit of energy? Then this may be something you want to check out. This right here is the 100-watt portable solar panel pack, which works and integrates perfectly with the Duracell power station. And all you have to do is simply find sun, set it up, plug it in, and you get a constant charge from that and it will charge up that battery. So you may have seen other options out there, but sometimes they're really big or they're just not really made to be portable. Now, while this is still a little bit hefty, this closes up. It's not really that heavy overall, and you could take it with you. Now, if you're camping and doing a lot of hiking between that and a battery pack, it may be a little bit much, but if you're doing something that's really close or you're driving to a camp spot and you want that extra power, you can set this up, continuously feed and charge that battery pack, and you're going to be good to go. So that's something that's really nice. You can use it around the house, whether you're worried that you're going to have a power outage. So if you did have your power pack, your power station from Duracell all charged up and then it ran out of power during a power outage, you could use this to easily get the juice going and power it back up to full charge. And then you can power your devices like cell phones and things like that from that power station. So what's also really nice about this solar panel is not only does it generate a maximum of 100 watts, but it has a 22% efficiency rating, which means that you're going to even get a great charging power with these panels, even when it's not super bright out. So you get a little bit of sun, it's still going to be able to take that and convert it and be able to charge up that power station or power pack. Now, people like that it's relatively lightweight. It's foldable. This folds up here. You can kind of see that right there. Or you can't really toss it in a backpack, but it does have handles. So I think it would be good if you're setting up at a campground where you're back and forth and you just need that extra little bit self-assurance of having power. Hiking through the woods, something like that probably is not ideal. And that's kind of an issue with solar because you need the surface area to be able to charge things. So this is the ideal solar surface area to charge that battery efficiently. Now, I will say that this is nicely constructed, just all around good material. I really like it. The solar panels are a great design and I don't know what the material of the panel is. It does not feel like glass. So, I don't think it's going to break if you were to drop it. I mean, maybe really hard, but it does look like it is really durable. Now, the other thing about this that I really don't like is that it's not waterproof. So yes, it can be out maybe if it starts to snow a little bit or a little drizzle, that's okay, but you can't leave it out in torrential rain. It will totally damage it, especially damage the outer shell of this, and you just don't want to do that. Now, they do have these pockets here which hold all the wires that plug into the power station, and the integration and setup for that was really, really simple. And I just loved it because once that power station, which also lasts a really long time, and they do have different models, it's super easy to set up. You just take those wires, plug it into the power station, and there's a couple different wires that they include with it depending on what the setup and connection is that you need. But you can really be a newbie. You don't need like major tech experience. If you can figure out, which wire matches which receiver, you're going to be good. So what are the biggest complaints that I've seen about this? Honestly, it's the price tag. A lot of people will say that it's probably too high, but when you compare it to other solar panels and solar systems out there, it's pretty comparable. And I really like the design. It integrates perfectly with the Duracell, the power station products so easily. So the price tag, while you're getting that 100 watts and 22% efficiency rating, it's an investment. If you're going to use it, great. I think it's really great to have these two that line up. They're made for each other, and you're going to have that feeling that, yes, I can always have that backup power if I need it, whether it's charging an emergency radio, my cell phone, whatever it is between those two things. I think it really is well worth it and kind of offsets that price. Now, the other thing is that whole waterproof thing. I'd like to see something done about that. I kind of get it. I probably would not leave a panel unless it was like a panel mounted on a roof out in the rain or snow, but something like this, I know it's portable and I know it's like a temporary solution. So with that in mind, yeah, if it gets a little wet here and there, fine. Do I need it to be something that will be out in a monsoon? Not really, but that's something just to consider depending on what setup that you want to use it in. So I really feel like this setup, along with the power station, is a great setup for anybody, new to it, just wants that extra backup power, is into renewable energy, or just getting started with it. I think it provides an easy setup, plenty of power to power, for the most part, a good amount of devices. Plus, if you were to power up that power station full charge, now it will take a little while, but if you had a power laptop, once that's fully charged, you could do that and kind of go back and forth. But just keep in mind, that's going to drain that pretty quick. It's going to take a while to charge it back up based on the size of this unit and the power output and how much sun you got. So there are variables, but I do think it's something that's really great. So if you're looking for a setup like this to always have power pretty much no matter where you are, and simply have that sense of security of being able to power those devices that you may need that fit into this power setup, then I would highly recommend checking this solar panel kit out from Duracell.